Bob here, Chopper Bob Customs. It's a new day, and so what I'm going to be trying today is to make the second tube run parallel to this first tube, and so I'm going to start bending. Power go out here for a little bit, so you missed some of this because I'm not running on batteries. I'm running on 110. But anyway, I'm getting right along with this. I've got to keep moving. So, I'm sure it's going to require some fine-tuning when I get underneath the car, but basically I've got both of them bent. I'm going to have to cut them to length. This one's probably a little bit too long, this one's probably a little bit too short, but I can make up with that with the intermediate tubes. But basically, they've got the right bends, or at least close to it, and I'll do some under the car adjusting to it as I mount them. I'm probably not going. I'll probably videotape the end product, just because I've been under the car and I determined on the pressure one where the frame starts to interfere, and so I stacked up flare nut and a union so that I would have a good idea of where I needed to cut this pressure line and flare it so that it's going to work. So let me get started on that. So I'm going to go work on getting this one installed. This will be the pressure line. There will be an AN adapter that will go in here, and then this will attach to the line that goes to the front. I almost forgot, I've been shoving this line up in through the chassis so many times. I'm betting that it's probably packed full of crud. So one thing you want to do to make sure on fuel injection in particular, even though there's going to be a filter on there, you want to make sure that you get this flushed out thoroughly. So the first thing I'm going to do is blow through it with air to get any loose debris out. And then I'm going to take carbon choke cleaner, fuel injection cleaner, I guess it's called today, and give it a good flush out with this. Quick shot of air, and that should have cleaned out at least the mud daubers. Pressure line is in, and I've checked the fit of the return line, and it's going to require a little bit of tweaking under the car, but that's as close as I can get it out here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and flare both ends of it, get it ready to start installing it. I've got all of the attachment clamps on the pressure line with the exception of the forwardmost one, and I'm going to save both of them, the pressure and the return line, until I have the intermediate ones that go over the X of the X-frame. As soon as I have those finalized, then I can figure where the connection is going to be made up and down, and put the final clamps on this. The intermediate ones are going to have armor on them. I believe I'm going to be able to use the clamp that's right in the middle of the frame. There's basically no way for me to get in there and drill. So I'm going to be relying on the armor to protect the line and the factory clamp to hold it in place. We'll see how that works. So I'm making some flares. Okay, back under the car. Almost forgot. Okay, handheld under the car. I got to move quick because I got weather moving in. I got to get the shop shut down. There's the vent with the bracket that I made for it with the little shield to keep stuff from splashing up on the vent. Rollover valve. It needs to be attached to the floor right there. But other than that, it's installed. I've started working on the braided stainless. There's the AN to inverted flare fittings for the hard line. And the hard line is all mounted. The shock is off temporarily so I could get to the two on top of the shock mount. And then, let's see, there's a couple right there. Mounting it to the frame, And then it comes around, and there's that whoop-de-doo that I had to put in it to get around the suspension. The OEM one went between the suspension and the floor, but with these broad curves and the thicker tube, larger diameter tube, it just wouldn't fit. So I had to go around it like this. I wish I could have got the tighter bends on it, but you have to go with what you gotta go with. And then there are the last fittings, and I think if I hold the light just right, you can't see the hole. There's a hole that the tube for the intermediate tubes pass through, and there you can sort of see that oval shaped opening right there. And so the intermediate tubes are going to have to come through there. So that's where we're at. Like I said, I got weather moving in, so I'm going to have to cut this short. Please like the video. I am glad I got these packed on. These things ate my lunch. But hopefully the intermediates will go easier, and I'm going to jinx it and say that the ones that are up front should be the easiest of all. So like, comment, love to hear your comments. Subscribe, hit the notification button, and stay with us. We're going to have this puppy running before long. Quick update on the 39 Ford. The upholsterer has retired, and so now we're frantically looking for somebody that can do basically a vinyl, I think he wants vinyl and possibly canvas outer covering on the Carson top, and then a headliner on the inside of it. So if you know anybody that can do that, give us a shout, leave a comment, and anyway, I'll let you see me laying here under the car. Oh, that's attractive. Anyway, hey, like I said, comment, like, subscribe, and thanks for watching, and until the next time, Chopper Bob out.